Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another old overclock build video. So, last time we did, what was it? It was Magic Man Gunner, and now we're doing Rubber Bullets Gunner, because my next build after, Magic Man Gunner was a Swarm Tamer build with Neurotoxin Payload back before Neurotoxin Payload got buffed. Which, if you all didn't know, before it got buffed, it was a 30% chance instead of a 50% chance to straight up just kill a basic bug. Was it still really fucking good? Oh, probably. Did I think it was good? No, I didn't, because listen, we can't explain idiots. But anyway, we're coming here with Rubber Bullets Gunner. Somebody on the last video proceeded to say, hey, you should take aggressive venting and stun, which I did talk about the tier 3s, and I did say that stun was probably the best. And I still stand by that, as that stun is probably the best. It's just, I want more damage out of my low damage thing. And we're also taking aggressive venting because they said to take aggressive venting. You stun all the bugs and then jump in and then, explode into a big ball of fire. And my reaction to that is, that's a lot of fucking ammo that you just spent to do that. Which, yeah. So, to compensate, I'm taking ammo. Would I ever take ammo on this build ever? Don't, is the answer. So, we're going to be taking ammo, and we're also going to be taking aggressive venting. It's not going to be a good build, but hey, it'll be something. Maybe aggressive venting will surprise me. And then the other weapon that we're taking is also associated with rubber bullets, is Micro Flechette's Burst Fire, which is like one of the worst overclocks in the game. Note, it did get buffed. This was a very long time ago. I think it got buffed before I did, or after I did that video. So it's no longer half damage, it's just minus 11 damage, because if I take it off, we should be doing, 27, and it's now 16. So it's no longer half damage, it's no longer just straight up half your DPS. It is, still an insanely, why would you ever take this? This is doubled ammo, a little bit extra magazine size, and just, so much worse damage that, now, since it got buffed, it is overall damage increase. Okay, over base burst fire. But you could just take, I don't know, experimental rounds, lead spray, compact mags, and, do so much more damage with these 3 overclocks. Of course, full chamber seal is also a good one, and then composite casings exists. Fuck. Burst Fire, please have interesting overclocks. Oh, what's the most interesting overclock on Burst Fire? Electro Mindlets. Everything else is a variation of more ammo or more damage. And that's it. Alright, and then in the last one we took Incendiaries because I thought Incendiaries were garbage. What's the difference between then and now? There's none. I still think Incendiaries are garbage. But we're taking Lead Bursters because that's the only grenade for Gunner that I think exists. It really is. We have Pots o' Gold. Well, I'm not taking that. So another thing that I've added is I finally added Speedster. So Bosco's faster and Mully's faster. And then I added Swarm Control, this thing, the Swarm Control thing. And our enemy pool? Sliders. Our enemy sliders is at 1.5, so that we have more bugs to play with. And there's also some other things, like swarms aren't announced, which will be a fun one. And all the disruptive and special enemies are in the pool, so, bulk detonators can show up. And because we have silent swarms, I kind of have to go do... Wow, that's an awful mission. I kind of have to do a 2-length mining mission. So that's what we'll be doing, and I guess we're going to be doing it in Hollow Bow, so that's what will be happening. I should not have clicked that button, but I did. I forgot that I don't need to add in any more bugs, but, I did. And did I do anything else? I don't know. Who knows what I might have done. Anyway, I'll see you down in the mission. I've always wondered, how did like DRG find Hoxus and decide, yeah, this is insane amount of minerals. We need this place. The hazard pay is just too great to do. But anyway, this is not going to be fun. I've already am thinking in my brain hole that I'm just going to get immediately swarmed the second a swarm is called, because I'm going to be doing something in a stupid position, like, you know, up in the roof like Gunner should be, and just, hey, why is there so many bugs? But yeah, that's going to be a fun one. But I've always wondered about the lore about finding Hoxus. Like, did they send a probe down? Did they just, like, have a team surveying planets or, like, moons around here? Because obviously, in the loading screens, there's an asteroid belt around here. Did they, like, send in drones to look at all those rocks, and one of the drones just came to Hoxus? Because Hoxus isn't a planet. It's not big enough to be a planet. I think it would be considered, like, a dwarf planet, like Pluto or something, in our society. Of course, there's enough mining missions going around that it doesn't really matter what I think. I thought I heard bugs, but, you know, that's me being insane. What's our passives? Vampire, Resupplier, and Veteran. Why do I have Veteran? I usually don't have Veteran. Because I'm running Bullet Hell. Okay, that's the reason. Usually I would just be running Thorns to, make sure I don't get bit by random swarmers. Which, note, swarmers should be on the mission, but we have Bullet Hell, but it takes it takes 3 hits from Bullet Hell with ammo to kill a swarmer. Yeah, that's right. Why? Because swarmers have 14.5 HP. So if you take the damage upgrade, you 2-shot a swarmer. If you take the ammo, you 1-shot, or you 3-shot a swarmer. So, you know, never take the ammo upgrade on Bullet Hell. Always take damage. It just saves you so much ammo in the long run. Of course, that is if you have swarmers on mission, because swarmers are not always guaranteed to be on missions. The only guaranteed bugs that are always on missions are grunts, slashers, well, depending on difficulty, because I don't think slashers can show up on Hazard 1 or 2. But, you know, slashers, grunts, guards, praetorians, oppressors. Those are the 4 bugs that are always on every single mission. Why is an oppressor on a mission every single time? Because there is a system in the game. And why is slashers and guards always in the game? Because there is a system in the game called the Veteran system, or, you know, something of the sort. It is, why is there so many bugs? It basically, like, has a chance to upgrade a, like, a basic grunt into its next comparison. So this would be a Praetorian into an oppressor, or a basic grunt into, like, a slasher, or something like that. So it's just that simple. It just does that. That system also includes Mactera. If Mactera on the mission, there's a high possibility that for Tri-Draws to be on the mission, because that's the Veteran system for, I think if a Mactera is on a mission, there's always a chance for Tri-Draws, because Macteras are not always guaranteed on missions. So, yeah. And then it pulls from a random, like, hat lottery to get any other, oh, and if you're in a region, like Glacial Strata and, what is it, Dense Bio, you always have the regional variants of those bugs. So if there's like a regional variant of the Exploder, you're going to get them. That's just simple. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Don't take that with the, like, absolute truth, because I don't. I said that, and it's like, that sounds correct, but I don't fully know if that is correct. It just sounds like trawlers and sandblasted are always guaranteed to be there, or, you know, the baby shellbacks are always guaranteed to be there. That is just a simple fact of life of those areas. Meanwhile, I would be getting just please explode. This is why I don't like aggressive venting. It didn't even light the fucking stingtail on fire, and I was right next to the stingtail. Oh my god, this is awful. I hate this. Can we, like, you know, kill this guy in a reasonable amount of time? I mean, possibly. You know what? This is doing more damage than I expected. Which is, it's killing the oppressor in a reasonable amount of time. Would I have rather had a 6-shot burst, whatever the hell this is? Yeah, I absolutely rather have had a 6-shot, burst. But, you know, it kind of just doesn't matter. Like, this build is probably just going to be fine. Yeah, we have stun. It doesn't really matter. Because, as you saw, I still took a bunch of damage even with stun. Yes, I did just shove my face into the swarm, alright? Let's not talk about that. So, I would like to point out that, yes, if you guys haven't seen the update video... Oh, that's a terrifying... That's terrifying. You know, I should probably not be here. Whatever. They're Tri-Jaws. They're not that scary. You walk towards them and then they just, like, kill themselves, apparently. And miss. I don't know what they're doing. Alright, let's be honest. But, if you guys haven't watched the update video, I'm unemployed, which is why we're getting more videos, alright? Why? Wow, this is doing, like, actual damage, and I am so impressed. Okay, so, why did I start doing that? Well, there's a core lock. Oh my god. I don't have a resupply yet, which means the core lock is just going to be a bad time. Like, there's no place where this is a good time. Can we just shoot you until you die? Oh my god. I hit him? Why is there 2 shellbacks? Okay, there is 2 shellbacks. Is this a swarm? Are we enjoying a swarm right now? Oh, you know what? I regret my decision saying this is a good build. I just regret my decision saying, like, this is dealing with bugs in a reasonable amount of time. Can you kill... Oh, no. Kill the fucking breeder? Oh, this is definitely a swarm. I feel like there is a swarm happening right now, and, you know what? I can't cast I can't cast? Excuse me, are we a wizard? Can we just cast ammo out of nowhere? Yeah, give me a resupply, please. This, kinda sucks. Hey, mission control, can you tell me if there's a swarm? No? You're asleep on the job? You just, like, woke up for that for real quick? Okay, so I guess I need to... What is the thing that I need to kill? I need to kill the Brood Nixus first? Wow. Oh my god. You know what? Just toss this out. Just toss 2 of them. You know, that's... Hopefully that doesn't kill the... Oh my god, it did. I need to deal damage to that real quick. Just toss a shield. You'll be good. You know what? Maybe you won't be good. Maybe you won't be good if you cast a shield, if you throw a shield out. What a wonderful time. I think the, what happened there is that I threw the shield way too early. Or, excuse me, too late for the, Did you get the... Where is the... I think he did. I think, Bosco did get the... Oh, no, he definitely didn't. Can we kill the Nidocyte breeder, Bosco? Bosco? Oh my god, there's so much ammo in that mag. Would I have rather have just killed the thing immediately? Oh yeah, I would rather have just killed the thing immediately. I have no idea what's happening, alright? There's no, like, warning for swarms, so I don't know when I should start talking, actually. Instead, it's just a question mark. Okay, just kill the shellback, please. Thank you. I can't believe to say this, but this is my main damage dealer, the BRT, which is kind of its job. Like, not gonna lie, BRT in no matter what scenario you have it in, it's just like, it just does DPS. That's its main job. If you really want to run the BRT over... Oh, that's a lot of bugs that just spawned. You know what? Have one of these. I know you want one. It might be a swarm right now. Which would, Why are there all basic bugs? Isn't this Hazard 5? This is Hazard 5. Okay, now I need you to explode. Thank you. Alright. Did that do anything? It lit, like, maybe 1 or maybe 2 bugs on fire. I just don't... I don't value aggressive venting that much because, like... I value aggressive venting on Burning Hell. That's the... and Rotary Overdrive. Those are the 2 places that I agree that this mod is a good mod. It's a fine mod. Like, having it basically what amounts to an extra shield because of the fear factor is so fantastic. But the problem is the timing and the amount of... just pull out this and deal more damage. Oh, we're in hell. We are just solidly in hell. So, the amount of ammo that you need to spend to trigger it on normal Leadstorm builds is, like, way too much. And the timing for it is also, like, kinda miffed. On Rotary Overdrive, you can proc it very quickly, and also you can, oh, bloody good job, me. Just toss, like, 2 of those. Have fun with those. That might actually pop it open. Well, it did. Oh, this is just doing more damage. Who could have guessed that the thing that's made for shooting a lot of bullets at once does more damage than... Oh my god, why would I do this? Are we just boned? I got a resupply, so I don't think we're boned. I think I need to not use my Leadstorm until I just power attack it and then kill it. No, can't kill it. Okay, well, this is going well. I mean, it is. There's no problem here. Please just, like... Okay, now we're gonna overheat and hit no bugs. And then we're gonna reload because I'm an idiot for reloading that soon. Alright, we're good. We killed it. So, I guess I can talk about the update or whatever. So I'm unemployed, and I have... Oh, there's bugs. I have never felt better. Legitimately never felt better. The fucking... Excuse me. Walmart, which is where I worked previously, is such a hellhole. Like, genuinely, that place is a hellhole. Like, I don't recommend working there at all because of just the people who are there, part of the management. No, this goes from Walmart to Walmart, but the management is just not good there. Like, so the reason why I got fired was my fault because I called in one too many times, but I didn't get to talk to my manager about it, which, you know, managers are allowed to forgive points if they want, but I wasn't allowed to talk to my manager about it. Some other coach fired me instead of my main coach, and that is the entirety of my problem with what happened there. Like, I didn't get to talk to my manager about it at all, and I didn't even get to talk to my team lead about it, because the time that I got the point was I looked at my schedule, or I looked at my points, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I'm at 5.5 points, which, no, you get fired at 5 points. Yes, in Walmart, you have 5 call-ins before being fired, and that is on a 6-month schedule, which is so shit. Now, you do have, like, something called Protected, but you don't accrue Protected very fast. I think it takes, like, a month or 2 before you accrue 1 day of Protected. There is so many other places in the world that are like, yeah, we understand that shit happens, and you get, like, 9 points or whatever. Yes, I understand that people are going to use those to be, shitty people and call in and whatever. And then you just, like... Who cares, alright? Who cares? Once they get to max points, they're now reliable. And then you can very quickly be like, okay, they're going to call in at this point in time because they're going to get a point back, okay? That is just what ends up happening. Yeah, grab me. Okay, well, never mind. Don't grab me because I hit that too. Oh, I just need to reload. I don't have enough ammo to reload that gun. It's an amazing time that you can have the ammo overclock on this gun and still run out of ammo, huh? Like, the big ammo overclock. Do I have... Hey, Praetorian, you can do that. Is it gonna die to that? No, of course. Why would it not die to that? But yeah, it's just it's a wild time what Walmart does. All right, it's not a very good company. It used to be, and by used to be I mean while most likely while Sam Walton was alive, but he's no longer existing. I mean, it does exist. I'm just gonna take 2 from this resupply. Like, who cares? Have we had a swarm yet? I don't know. We went down once. But that's because of a stationary enemy. There's just been random spawns, and I don't know what's happening. Alright? We haven't had a swarm. It's like 15 minutes in. It is... This feels... awkward. Alright? This is... I don't like how this game feels right now. I think what this modifier does, the Silent Swarm modifier, is it ups the amount of silent waves that you have. Because there's swarms, and then there's waves. So, like, this would be a wave, alright? And it just ups the amount of waves that you would have. I would rather have Burning Hell right now. Or, excuse me, not Aggressive Venting, but the other one. Yeah, just overheat. There you go. We did it. I don't know how many bugs I hit. Who knows? Who cares? They're probably all dead anyway. I would have rather had the other one, the what is it called? Called Hot Bullets, that's what it's called. I would rather have Hot Bullets there, because I was just laying into a bunch of bugs. Anyway, I think that's what it does, is just up the amount of silent waves that you have, and that's pretty much it. Oh, this is not a fun room. You know what? You guys can have that. I don't know if that's going to deal with the Tri-Jaws effectively, but it definitely did damage them, and killed one. Can we, kill this guy here? I don't want to deal with a, So, maybe I should do a build with Bullet Hell that doesn't have, Tier 1-3, the accuracy bonus, because the accuracy bonus is insane. Like, genuinely insane. Do we have shadows still? Yes, we do. I was trying to check because my flashlight isn't causing shadows, and I think that's because I modded my flashlight. Because my flashlight is called Pretty Flashlight, which means it, no, probably illuminates a little bit more. Where are we going for this crate? I think we're just going into there? I'm just gonna place a zipline into there. I don't need the crate at all, but, you know, hee-hee-hoo-hoo minerals. Yeah, that's where we're going. We're just going into the center. Alright, let's get these out of here, and then, you know... There's another wave. And this one has, septic spreaders. We haven't seen septic spreaders. We've mostly just been seeing stingtails. There should be, stalkers as well. Oh my god, that is horrifying. You know what? You guys can have this. Is that gonna kill everything? No. So, I will say, what is the most inconsistent grenade in this game? A nade that just does, like, can do almost nothing and can do literally everything at once. And that is going to be the Lead Burster. The Lead Burster is just one of the most inconsistent grenades ever. And that may be a skill issue. I wouldn't know. The second place might be Neuro from Driller, because it can kill an entire wave if nobody looks at the wave and nobody says, you know what, I have fire damage, I'm gonna shoot the Neuro. Even though that there's a wave coming that way, I'm gonna shoot the Neuro because I don't like Neuro. That can also happen where it just lasts a second and then explodes. And that's not really a skill issue, that's more of, you know, the fact that everything in their mother can light it. Because why can it be lit by everything? I don't know. I would rather have the change where gas can only be lit with heat damage instead of fire damage again. That would be a lovely time. Because I think gas can be lit with heat damage, or excuse me, fire damage, right? I don't remember. Who knows? Who cares? It's DRG. Even Ghost Ship Games doesn't really know what's happening in the code of the game. Oh, wow, you know what? The waves are just constant at this point that I am wanting to be silent for a little bit because I just want to vibe with the game because that's something that I do a lot. There's also, these waves aren't really big enough to let me have a full value. Also, that bug just walked through my my stun field and just continued attacking. What a wonderful time. Bullet hell surely is an overclock of all time. Of course, I didn't shoot at the slasher, so it didn't bounce to him. But, you know, I would rather have just, you know, stunned him. Did I throw the battery down there? So what do I think about this modifier? I mean, the modifier for having silent swarms is cool, but I wish it was actual silent swarms instead of just, like, waves. I don't know. It's a neat thing. It just changes the way I think about the game, because I think about the game as a time limit till the next swarm, and now there's no time limit. It's just small waves, which doesn't put a pressure on my ammo as much as I think it should. Could you get away from me? Hey Bosco, can you take care of the steam tail before it grabs me? Thank you. All right, we need to burning hell. Come on, or excuse me, aggressive vent. I turned off the thing, so now I'm gonna take a bunch of damage, but I jumped in the middle and killed all of them. Let's go. He didn't get lit because, you know, it doesn't do enough damage to light him for some reason. How much damage does aggressive venting do in heat damage? Because it doesn't do actual damage. I guess I'm also thinking of aggressive venting as burning hell does, which it's a fine upgrade. Like, it killed a lot of bugs there that I did just take a bunch of damage to do that. But I didn't have to. I could have jumped in a little bit later. Alright, that's my fault for not really understanding the timing needed. Can we get rid of you? Because you don't need to be alive right now. I don't know. It's currently, like, I think all tier 5s are perfectly fine to take. What is everybody going to say is the worst? Everybody's going to say that Cold as the Grave is the worst. And, you know, that's a valid point. Cold as the Grave, ever since it got nerfed, because it was just being... okay, so way back when, before Seasons came out, alright? Before Rival Incursion happened, or whatever the hell it was called, which was, like, back in 2020 or whatever. I don't remember when the first season came out. They did Update 34, which was a big balance patch. It was mod support and a balance pass. And they basically nerfed a bunch of things and buffed a bunch of things via pick rate, which, if you didn't know, is one of the worst things to do with actual balance, is pick rate buffs and nerfs. Now, granted, some of these things were pretty good to balance, alright? But there's some things that are just terrible to do, so... Because Cold as the Grave was one of the most picked overclocks, or excuse me, mods, on Leadstorm, because it was just kind of good. I don't think it was, like, broken in any faction. Please don't wake up that Spitballer. How did that not wake up the Spitballer? But because it was, it was picked over the other two a lot, aggressive venting and, I don't even think, burning hell, or excuse me, bullet hell, not bullet hell, hot bullets got buffed. I think Cold as the Grave just got nerfed, and aggressive venting got buffed. Aggressive venting, I do agree, needed a buff, but I don't agree that Cold as the Grave needed a nerf, because it went from, like, a reduction of 0.8 seconds to 0.6 seconds or whatever. That change doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. They also buffed neurotoxin payload from a 30% to a 50% chance to neuro. And they might have changed the actual damage values of neuro. I would have to go back to check. They nerfed 6-shooter on Bulldog, which is there is a stalker. The stalker tried attacking me, and somehow I dodged it? I don't know. Raining Hell, as the gunner, shoot a total of 500 bullets whilst hanging on a zipline. Hey! I will take pride in the fact that that took that long to get, because I don't like wet t-shirt gunners. So, why do I call it a wet t-shirt gunner? Is because you're sitting on a freaking zip line shooting guns. You look like drying out laundry. Could we, like, could you go away? How did you not get stunned? Are you immune to stun? Is that a genuine thing that... Just toss a shield and just toss this? I'm stuck, actually. I think he died. No, he's definitely... There's 2 stalkers, dude. That is horrifying. Why is there 2 stalkers? Okay, you know what? This exit zone has been, kind of fucked. Just genuinely kind of messed up. I don't like exiting with this mutator on, because I think a random swarm did come out. Alright, well, Speedster's got us. I want to kill the two stalkers. You know what? I no longer want to kill the 2 stalkers. I saw an oppressor, and I'm like, you know what? That's a little bit too much for me. So, what do I think about this build? It's perfectly fine. Maybe if I had an actual swarm, I would think differently. But, like, perfectly fine overclocks. And by overclocks, I mean build. Yeah, I did run out of ammo because I think micro flechettes is one of the worst things in the game. Is there a worse overclock than micro flechettes? Maybe? Like, maybe? But it would have to, I would have to think about it for a while. It might be burst fire on GK. I don't know. That's just the most recent thing that like sticks in my mind as bad. But GK is like fine, and burst fire ends up being fine if you don't care about breakpoints. I don't know. I would have to think about it. Anyway, you all have a wonderful night.